Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. President Ramnath Kovind presents Nari Shakti Puraskars for 2020 and 2021. President of Nagaland Women Voluntary Association, Kaisa says exclusion of women is detrimental to any progressive society. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Indian economy picking pace after pandemic, which reflects fundamentals and reforms of the government. An election commission announces polls to 13 Rajya Sabha seats in 6 states, including Nagaland, on March 31st. As we start the bulletin, we appeal our listeners to stay safe from COVID-19 by following these 4 simple steps. Get fully vaccinated, wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. And now the news in detail. President Ramnath Kovind conferred the Nari Shakti Puraskar 2020 and 2021 at a special ceremony held at Rashtrapati Bhavan on the occasion of International Women's Day today. The award was conferred on 29 outstanding and exceptional women achievers in recognition of their exceptional work towards empowerment of women, especially the vulnerable and marginalized. The Ministry of Women and Child Development confers Nari Shakti Puraskar on women and institutions in recognition of their relentless service towards the cause of women empowerment and social welfare, and to celebrate women as game changers and catalysts of positive change in the society. The awards ceremony for the year 2020 could not be held in 2021 due to the prevalent situation created by COVID-19 pandemic. President of Nagaland Women Voluntary Association and wife of Chief Minister Kaisa has asserted that the exclusion of women in the economic workforce, decision-making and politics is not only regressive but is detrimental to any progressive society. She said Nagas need to rise up to this challenge to create a fair and just society. Kaisa was speaking at a program of International Women's Day 2022 held under the theme Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow at Jaffu Christian College today. She said equal access to education and resources and representation in political and economic decision-making will not only benefit women but the society at large. She said one need to take the issues of women and girls with utmost seriousness because of the quality of the future depends on it. She therefore emphasized that gender equality must be promoted in the towns, villages, churches and homes, saying that it is not only the fundamental human right but is a prerequisite to building a peaceful, prosperous and a sustainable society. Kaisa said, along with a conducive environment, the development of a social framework wherein everyone, irrespective of class or gender, with equal rights to opportunities is crucial. Stating that women empowerment is not about making women strong, as women are already strong, it is about changing the way the world perceives that strength. Kaisa further said collective action and shared ownership is required and that the idea and message of the International Women's Day is put to practice and made a reality. Nagaland Chief Minister on the occasion of International Women's Day said women and girls around the world are held back by expectations, prejudices and stereotypes. Taking to Twitter, the Chief Minister said, we need to change the status quo and ensure that we close gender gaps through equitable opportunities for education and employment for a sustainable tomorrow. On the occasion, Deputy Chief Minister Y. Button also called upon all to continue to strive towards advancing gender parity and stand by the women across the globe fighting for equality as we celebrate and reflect on the social, economic, cultural and political achievements of women. This news comes to you from All India Radio Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. International Women's Day was celebrated across the state of Nagaland. In Kohima, Nagaland State Commission for Women, in collaboration with State Resource Centre for Women, Department of Social Welfare and Jaffu Christian College, organized a program at Jaffu Christian College under the theme Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow, with President of Nagaland Women Voluntary Association and wife of Chief Minister Kaisa as the special guest. On the occasion, Nagaland State Commission for Women Awards for the year 2022 was conferred to 5 Naga women achievers in recognition of their services in different fields. They are Zonele Dane, Kevin Norheno Seye, Yoma Konyak, Imdang Lemla Aya, and El Dorothy Chang. Marking the day, a National Parliament for Women was also held under the theme Celebrating Women Extraordinaire, wherein Naga women personality from the field of music, film, legal, politics, social entrepreneurship, and education shared their experiences. Woka District Administration and DLCW MSK under Bedi Bachao Bedi Barhao in collaboration with Saki One Stop Center also celebrated the day at Woka. ADC Woka T. Langon Sen Zanglao said, "Women are effective leaders and change makers in all the sectors today." He advocated for men and women to put their heads together and work in unity to bring about change and prosperity. The celebration was also held for the first time at Banso Administrative Headquarters, jointly organized by District Administration in collaboration with Batso Range Students Union and PPPP Tuensang. Shamado District celebrated International Women's Day with SP Shamado Amit Kumar as special guest. He acknowledged the women of the district for upholding positive responsibilities in their families and society despite their educational backgrounds. Kumar expressed hope that the celebration would inspire women to build a better future. In Beren District, program was also held at Heningungla Village Council Hall. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said that Indian economy is once again picking up momentum after a once-in-a-century pandemic. He asserted that this is a reflection of government's economic decisions and strong foundation of the economy. Modi highlighted that the government has taken many steps to maintain the momentum of high growth in this budget. Addressing a post-budget webinar on financing for growth and aspirational economy, Prime Minister said the centre has tried to accelerate financial and economic growth by encouraging foreign capital flows and reducing tax on infra investment, creating institutions like NIIF, Gift City, and new DFIs. He said the country's commitment to the widespread use of digital technology in finance is now reaching the next level. Modi emphasized that the financing sector needs to look at the new futuristic ideas, innovative financing of initiatives, and sustainable risk management. Election Commission has announced polls to 13 Rajya Sabha seats in 6 states on 31st March. The states are Assam, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Kerala, Tripura, and Nagaland. The notification in this regard will be issued on 14th of this month. The Commission said out of the 5 seats to be filled from Punjab, 3 are to be filled by holding one election and other 2 through another election, as these seats belong to 2 different biennial cycles. Nagaland today reported 4 new COVID-19 cases, along with 4 recoveries. Dimapur registered 3 new cases and 1 in Longling. With this, the total confirmed positive cases in the state has gone up to 35,434. On the other hand, the 4 recovered cases were reported from Dimapur, taking the recovered tally to 33,133. Currently, there are 62 active corona cases in the state. And now, 20 news, here are the main points again. President Ramnath Kovind presents Nari Shakti Puraskars for 2020 and 2021. President of Nagaland Women Voluntary Association Kaisa says exclusion of women is detrimental to any progressive society. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Indian economy picking pace after pandemic, which reflects fundamentals and reforms of the government. An election commission announces polls to 13 Rajya Sabha seats in 6 states, including Nagaland, on March 31st. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.